AITA for having my neighbor's friend's car towed? I have a neighbor whose guest blocks my mailbox when they visit, 2 to 3 times a week. Everyone's lawn is fairly large and they technically have plenty of space to park in front of my neighbor's house, so while I find it weird that they'd rather park in front of my home, I wouldn't fuss over just that. My problem is my son has medications that get delivered via USPS bi-weekly. Twice I've received an undeliverable notice from the mailwoman because of the car blocking my mailbox so often. I have already been next door multiple times to speak to the neighbor about it and explain the situation to them. I only ask that they don't park there during mail delivery hours so I can make sure I'm actually getting my mail, especially since my work schedule doesn't usually afford me the ability to just go to the post office to pick up undelivered mail immediately. They seemed nice enough about it, but the behavior hadn't changed. Yesterday it happened again. So instead of going back over there, I called the non-emergency line to file a complaint and told them what was going on. I'd already called them a few days before to ask what my options were and was told the driver could be ticketed if police were called out there because blocking the mailbox, or parking within 15 feet of a residential mailbox, is against the local ordinance. I did not know the police could either ticket or tow the car at their discretion, so when I called I was expecting them to get a light ticket. Well, the officer that came out decided to tow it. Now my neighbor is angry and demanding I reimburse them at least partially for the towing and storage fees because I could have just asked them to move the car instead of calling the police. I do feel bad because I wasn't expecting the car to be towed, but my thing is I've already asked multiple times for them to not block my mailbox during delivery hours. Part of me wants to just give them some money because I'm not trying to cause issues with my neighbors, but another part of me doesn't feel like it's my fault even though I'm the one that called the police. What do you think? Edit. Thank you everyone for your input. I'm just getting home from work and reading all of the responses. I just moved to this neighborhood roughly 3 months ago and it's been an issue since the first week. You're all correct, and I feel much better about calling the police because at the end of the day they were selfish enough to not care about my kid, so why should I care about their car? I won't be paying them anything, and if they insist on bothering me about it, as someone suggested, I can call the police for harassment. I did give them a lot of warning, so the fees are on them. Hopefully this whole thing is over. When I came home today, the guest, I think it's my neighbor's boyfriend, was visiting again, but he was parked in their driveway instead. They were out there talking and made it a point to stare me down as I was backing into my garage. So there's tension, but they'll have to get over it. To the people suggesting I get cameras, I had a security system installed a few weeks after I moved in. It's just me and my son, so there are cameras covering every angle of the house, including one that looks out onto the street and my mailbox. Hopefully they're not dense enough to tamper with my mail or any packages placed in there because I will not hesitate to press every charge the cops can think of. Thank you again for your kind words and encouragement. I feel much better about how I handled it now.